Hi you guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michael and I'm currently 20 weeks pregnant. So I thought it would be kind of fun today to just sit down, do a little Q&A. I had you guys ask me a bunch of questions. I'll link my announcement video down below if you guys haven't seen it yet. I did kind of go over some basic things. If you're new here and you don't know, I am 18 years old, I'm in college, and my boyfriend and I are currently pregnant with a little girl. Our daughter will be here on June 11th, that's her due date, and I'm very excited. So we'll jump right into these questions. Okay. So the first question is, how did your family react? I kind of went over this in our announcement video, but my parents were very taken aback and surprised. They were very supportive of my decision from the beginning, but it did take them a couple of weeks to really come to terms with everything that was going on, which is completely understandable. As far as the rest of my family went, everyone's reactions were really, really good. My grandparents all were so supportive, and I think it's genuinely because our family has been through a lot this year. 2020 was really a hard time for all of us. And so having a new baby is just hopeful and exciting for everybody. The next question is, was it a complete surprise to you guys? And yes, 100%. So my partner and I have been together for a little over 2 years now, and I've been on birth control for pretty much that entire time. So yes, we were very surprised to find out that we were gonna be having a baby. But I did learn the other night that when my mom got pregnant with my little brother, she was on birth control. So I don't know. Definitely will not be doing the pill after I have my daughter. We'll be figuring something else out. Somebody asked, what helped you make this decision? I'm assuming they're asking about the decision to keep the baby. I don't really have any advice or anything to say other than we just knew. We sat and we talked about realistically how everything was gonna work and how we were gonna be able to provide for her for hours after we found out. But we just kind of knew that we were gonna keep her and we were gonna have a baby and we were gonna be a family. And I know it's not that easy for a lot of people. I'm very, very lucky that it was an easy decision or that we didn't really have to think about it. I got a lot of questions about, were your parents supportive? How did your families take the news? I don't think I talked about Miguel's parents' reactions. They were actually really excited. I think everyone knew at some point we were gonna have a baby. I think we just all thought that it would be after we got married in a couple of years. But they were very, very excited. They knew that we were excited and they were very supportive of us. This is a question I get constantly, and it is, will you guys get married? Yes and no, I guess. We want to get married at some point. We love each other. We are having a baby together. We want to get married, but probably not until after I graduate college. So 3 years from now, we'll get married. And we want to have a big wedding in Mexico with all of Miguel's family. So that's just not something that can really happen right now anyways. And we also want our daughter to be a part of the wedding and enjoy it and have fun with us. So it's just not important for us to get married right now. We live together, we're having a baby together. There's really no reason for us to get married right now. So we're just gonna wait and do it like we said we would. Now we're just gonna have a baby involved. Has your boyfriend been supporting you during all of these changes? Yes, he has. He is very supportive. He has held my hair back several times while I've thrown up. He takes me to get all of my cravings in the wee hours of the night. He really loves my bump. He likes feeling her kick. We like to laugh at her. He likes to talk to her. He has been so wonderful. He loves buying her clothes. So somebody asked this question of, what are we gonna name her? And people also asked, what will her last name be? Her last name will be Aranda, which is Miguel's last name. We don't have her full name yet. We probably won't reveal it until she's born, just because I don't want people's opinions. But I wanted to share with you guys, if you watched our Names We Love But Won't Be Using video, which I will put down below if you haven't seen it. We said that we would share the opposite name of the gender of whatever baby we're having, if that makes sense. So in the video, we said we were going between two boy names, one of them being Mateo, which we really liked, but just kind of came to the conclusion that it wasn't gonna be the baby's name if it was a boy. So his name would have been Jude. That would have been his first name. It's from a Beatles song. And his middle name would have either been Alexander, which we just kind of came up with because I liked it, or Presley, which is a family name. So yes, that would have been his name. A lot of people also asked if I had any preference, if I wanted a boy or a girl. I didn't care. I also didn't know what I was having. I feel like a lot of people know, like, oh, I'm having a girl for sure. I'm having a boy for sure. I had no idea. I have 3 nieces, so we were kind of wanting a boy just to like offset that and be a little different. But I also love having little girls, and I loved the thought of having them, you know, have sleepovers and growing up together and it being such a fun thing. Also, boys, I didn't want to get peed on or deal with potty training boys because it's just commonly a lot harder to potty train boys than it is girls. So I'm very thankful that I'm having a little girl, and I'm very excited. However, if she's anything like me, I'm going to be in for it. I'm going to be in for it. Somebody asked, what is your favorite food since you have been sick? It's not really my favorite food anymore. I'm not sick anymore. I can eat everything and anything, and I do. But when I was sick, I ate ramen every single day, twice a day, 3 times a day, in the middle of the night. Like literally all the time I was eating ramen. That's all I wanted. That's all I felt like I could eat. What was your first reaction to the positive test? I think I talk about this in our announcement video, but I saw the word positive. Or no, I saw the word pregnant and I just burst into tears. It was like a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't even have time to think about it. They just started streaming down my face. I don't even know what they were tears of. Holy shit, pretty much. Did you ever think about not keeping the baby? I feel like this is a very personal question. I don't know, just because I like feel so connected to my daughter and I love her so much. But to be completely transparent, yeah, I am pro-choice. And there was a split second where I told myself I can't do this. I don't want to do this. And I did think about terminating the pregnancy. And then I just kind of knew that that wasn't for me. That wasn't what I was gonna do. I always wanted to be a mom. I always wanted to have babies. I love little kids. I love Miguel. I always wanted to have a family with him. So I just kind of knew, like, no matter how off the timing was, I was in a really good spot and I was gonna make it work and have my baby. And that is not everyone's situation. So I'm very grateful for that. But to be completely transparent, I did think about it. And guess what? If my daughter ever watches this one day, I don't think that she's gonna be offended by that. She will know how much I love her and appreciate her. And she will know that it's difficult to raise a baby at such a young age when you're not 100% financially stable and prepared. So don't even try to sit there in the comments and be a hater like, your daughter's gonna see that one day. That's okay, baby. I love you. I love you. What kind of birth control did you have? I don't know what the brand was, but I was on the pill. And I will be completely transparent in saying that I was not taking it perfectly. Perfect use is taking it at the same time every single day. I wasn't doing that. I was, you know, varying every couple of hours, which doctors say is completely okay and normal. And there were definitely a couple of days that I would miss it and then take 2 the next day, which is also normal, and doctors say that that is okay. But guess what? The chances of it being effective go down a little bit when you do that. Somebody said, I know you model. Are you still going to be doing that even though you're pregnant? I don't think pregnancy has really affected my modeling. I think it's just not my #1 love like it used to be anymore. So I definitely have kind of slowed down on modeling and stuff like that, which is totally okay. Definitely not because I'm pregnant, just because it's just not my top priority right now. Can you talk about balancing school, work, and pregnancy? I just started school, so I feel like this isn't something that I can really talk about right now, but as I, go deeper into the semester, kind of get a grasp on things, I can definitely talk about that. And once baby gets here, I will be going back to school, so we'll see how that goes. Where do you want to give birth, and where do you think the best place to give birth is? The best place to give birth is wherever you feel comfortable. If that's in your home, if that's in a hospital, if that's in a river, wonderful. I think if you are prepared adequately, that you can give birth wherever you would like. Of course, if your pregnancy is normal and healthy and baby is good and everything like that. I am giving birth in a hospital, and I will be talking about my birth plan and my birth goals and doing a whole video on prepping for birth as that gets closer. Somebody asked, what part of motherhood are you looking forward to the most? I'm looking forward to hanging out with her. I'm looking forward to just chilling in bed, going for a hike, like just everyday things that Miguel and I do, and having her be a part of that. Like it's so exciting to think about. I'm also really excited to be able to teach her things and hopefully help her learn how to navigate the world. Like that's just really exciting to me. Thinking about watching her grow into a young woman is like, oh, like it could make me literally cry. Somebody asked, what is the best part of pregnancy and what is the worst symptom you've had? Best part of pregnancy by far is feeling her move. 100%, like easy, hands down. I love feeling her move. I push on my stomach all the time, which probably pisses her off to no return, because I just want to feel her move. Worst symptom I've had, morning sickness by far. And everyone says morning sickness needs a new name, and that's because it does. This shit does not just happen in the morning. Who came up with that? No. It's by far the worst thing that I have experienced. Somebody said, how did it go by this fast? Well, it's gone by pretty fast for y'all because you've only known for like 3 weeks. I've been here since week 3, girl. I've been here since September. I've been pregnant since September. Y'all have only known since January, but it is going by really fast. It's crazy to think that I'm the same distance away from meeting her as I am to like finding out that I was pregnant. Like, that's insane. Somebody said, you said that you and Miguel were in a rough spot before finding out. Did finding out help? I'm gonna try to answer this question as intellectually sound as I can, if that makes any sense. And I'm also going to only answer it from my point of view. Obviously, I can't speak on how Miguel feels. We were not in the best place in our relationship, and a lot of that had to do with me not being in the best place with myself. I just didn't know what I wanted. I felt like I wasn't progressing with my life. I felt like I was stuck in a sense. So I had actually planned on going to LA with a friend of mine for a couple of months and just leaving. And then I found out that I was gonna be having a baby, so that, did not happen, obviously. But for us, we were not in a rough spot because we didn't love each other or because we didn't want to be together or that we didn't care for each other deeply. So when we found out that we were going to be having a baby, we decided that we were gonna do it and we were gonna work on the parts of our relationship that weren't amazing and that needed work, and I was gonna work on the parts of myself that needed work, and we were gonna do everything that we could to create a wonderful environment for our daughter to grow up in, because we love each other and it was worth fighting for and it was worth figuring out. So I want to say right now that do not think having a baby will fix your relationship. Do not think, oh, I'm not happy with myself or my life or my boyfriend, so I'm gonna get knocked up and it's gonna fix everything. That is not how that works. It is a lot of hard work and it is very overwhelming and intense, and it puts a lot of pressure on your relationship. But in our situation, I think in our situation, it clarified a lot of things for us. And it made us kind of cut through the bullshit and realize what we needed to do and what we really wanted, if that makes sense. I would also like to say that our situation is amazing. Miguel and I have a relatively very healthy relationship. We live together. We have an amazing family that is helping us. If those things were not that way, we would be in a very different situation. And honestly, I think if we didn't have a healthy relationship, if we weren't living together, if our parents weren't supportive and wonderful and amazing in helping us through this journey, we probably wouldn't be having a baby. That is my spiel. I hope that answers your question. Somebody said, how'd you find out you're pregnant? My period was really late and my boyfriend was like, you need to take a pregnancy test. So I took it in the Goodwill bathroom. Okay, last question. Somebody said, are you guys going to be a family YouTube channel or just your own, or what? So to kind of go about this, I'm not changing my channel name to like the Arandas. We're not going to become some like family vloggers or whatever. That whole thing really doesn't give me good vibes. Like, not about that. As far as like video content, I'm gonna be doing the mommy thing, you know, videos about my pregnancy and the baby and preparing, and when she gets here, videos about her. But then we will also include vlogs of, you know, our day, and Miguel will be in those. But he's not super comfortable on camera, so I won't anticipate him being on here that often. And then I want to do some like fashion and makeup videos and things like that. Those are things that I like. So by no means is this turning into a family vlog channel. Do not get that idea in your head. I also don't know, you know, for how long I'm gonna want to make videos about the baby. That is just kind of something I'm gonna decide when she gets here. So yeah, it will be my channel. Just have a bunch of different things on it. That is the end of this video. I hope I answered majority of your questions. If you have any more, please feel free to put them in the comments down below and I will answer them. You can also ask me questions on Instagram. You know, you want to slide into the DMs. I definitely share a lot more on my Instagram, so if you guys want to follow that and kind of keep updated, you totally can. Next week's video, I think I'm gonna do an everyday makeup routine because somebody was asking for one. So I will give that to you guys. But I think that's it. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.